folks, and welcome to another edition of An Hour with Bob. Here we are, this beautiful, and I say that meaning it, beautiful February 25th, 2013. We were expecting a snowfall. We got lucky. It missed us. I think we had enough of snow. In fact, I think we're 9 or 8 inches short of the record for February snowfall this year. We're 8 or 9 inches. We missed it by, thankfully. You didn't want that record, did you? Anyway, we had a good show last show. We had the Attorney General on, and tonight we got to have another good show. We got another good, lively guest, good guy. Some people think he's a little rough at times, but I think he's well, he wouldn't be here if I didn't like him. So he's a good guy, and he's a lot of fun, and controversial at times, but we'll have fun with John DePetro from WPRO AM. How you doing, John?
Hey, good to see you, Bob.
Thanks for coming.
I had heard you were 8 or 9 inches short.
It said what?
I said I heard you were 8 or 9 inches short.
Sure.
Just kidding. So the Attorney General was lively.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, he's a good guy, and I know him. I knew his
yeah?
father. In fact, I jokingly said to him, I knew your father before you did.
The Pawtucket connection.
Yeah, he was my driving instructor. Wow. And I told him the story.
I bet that's a good story.
Well, I told him the story that here I am 15 years old, and I'm driving in downtown Pawtucket when it was a lively town, right? I'm driving down the street. I'm 15 years old with the top down on my 56 Ford convertible, and I hit the red light, and who comes out of the Salzman store? I think it was Salzman, or whatever it was, one of the stores, but his father, Frank Kilmartin.
Your driving instructor.
My driving instructor. I'm a year short of being old enough to drive.
Whoa.
And he spots me, and he looks over, and he goes, Do you know what I said to him? You need a ride? I give him a ride to his car.
Pawtucket's still pretty lively, though, right?
Yeah, well, not the downtown area.
Oh.
The rest of Pawtucket is good, but they haven't figured out, and they've kind of, I don't know, I think they made a huge mistake when they at one time they tried to make it a mall. They closed it off to traffic totally.
Right.
Huge mistake.
Yeah. I'm not sure Apex is going to make it.
No. That was a mistake years ago. They should have made Apex move downtown, not up the hill. It took it out of the city.
Are they still open?
Yeah, but not like it used to be. It's like
right.
it 1/5 of what it used to be.
Oh, okay.
But John, downtown Pawtucket, and I hear this all the time from outsiders. They hate coming to Pawtucket because you can't get around Pawtucket.
Right.
You
All
get
the one-ways.
too many one-ways.
Right.
Now you get the main street in the city is a one-way. And why is it a one-way? It's a one-way because they made these massive sidewalks. Well, they must have been very, very optimistic. They make these 20-foot wide sidewalks.
Or heavy people.
Oh, yeah, they expected all these people to be down the city at these stores that don't exist.
Yep.
Open the street up, make it a two-way again.
Of course.
People be able to move around the city. Yep. They can go downtown. We got a great visitor center downtown there. It's a very historical town.
Yes. They got to bring Mayor Kinch back.
The Mayor Henry.
Or maybe Henry, his son, will run.
Well, you know who was a good mayor, and he doesn't.
Mayor Kinch.
You know, who was a very good mayor and did
Brian
a lot.
Sorrell.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's very right.
that was your guy.
And you think about this: if a plumber gets in trouble, an electrician gets in trouble, they do their time. They come out. They can still be a plumber. They can still be an electrician.
Yes.
Brian Sorrell. And by the way, I'm not sticking up for the guy because I've only seen him once since this all happened. The people who don't know this is I was a special assistant to the mayor back in the day.
Yes.
But I had quit before all that stuff came down.
Yep.
In fact, I
You were
survived.
smart.
In fact, I survived the federal grand jury
I
without
heard
an
that
attorney.
story.
Without an attorney.
Wow.
But he did a lot of good because he allowed me and other people that he trusted that could do stuff, could get things moving, make things happen
Mayor
in the
Sorrell.
city.
Yep.
Sorrell did. But my point is, John, he comes out, he does 5 years in the jail. He served his time.
Yes.
He comes out, he can't be an attorney.
Right. He lost his license
He can't be
to
an attorney.
practice.
He
Well,
did not do anything against the Rhode Island Bar Association. He did not do anything against the legal practice. He did something against the city.
Must have been that prison thing.
I don't get it. I don't understand why they can't practice.
You would think he would just do his lizardly thing and then just start to practice again.
Yeah, but they don't allow it. They can't. They won't give him his license. I guess that's how it works. I don't think there's any.
Jokey.
Yeah, it's sad. Another guy's selling trucks. Last I heard, he was selling pickup
I heard
trucks.
he was doing very well.
Well, maybe so. But I mean, when you go to school for 7 years to be an
There's a lot of
attorney,
things you can do.
but you eliminate that.
Oh.
Well, how about you? You, John? How are you doing?
Well, this has
you
been
get yourself in trouble now and again.
Well,
You've
man,
had a few things.
You know, this has been a tough You mentioned the snow. This has been a tough winter with all the power.
Yes.
So, do you realize in the last 2 years, half of the state has lost power 3 times?
Wow.
Now, during the blizzard of '78, we didn't lose power. I was growing up in Edgewood, but it on the one hand, it's horrible for the state. I mean, we become third world when people don't have power. But it's great for WPRO and radio because people can't watch television, right? How about National Grid will say, if you have a problem, just go online to our website.
Right.
Well,
how do you go online? How do you go online? I know.
So the last storm, which was 2 weeks ago, I mean, we were people's only communication.
Only access.
And back in the fall when we had the storm, that's the only way people get anything. 2 years ago, when we had, that was Irene, 80% of the state lost power. Think of that in this day and age.
Not Pawtucket. Not Pawtucket.
I think there were parts of Pawtucket that lost power. Not a lot.
I lost power twice for not even long enough to have to reset the clocks. You know, the lights flickered twice during that storm a couple weeks ago.
It's been great for WPRO. I mean, I never thought we would be in that type of situation where in '78, think of that. That was 2 weeks.
I love that.
Roads were closed, awesome. The blizzard.
I had a ball.
And people didn't lose power. And now, all these years later, and radio is your only
source
communication.
Right.
I know. Go online.
I agree with you when they said that. When they said that, oh, go online. Go online. How can you go online if you got no power?
Go online. So and then the same thing. People don't use their phones as much. So as far as the landline,
right?
A lot of people just rely on the power. So if you have a car, you could go out and charge it. But we were talking to people that they were lost. And Bob, when you go 4 or 5 days without power, I mean that starts to
not only do you lose power, you lose heat.
You lose heat
because people don't.
Yeah.
They think, oh well, I got oil heat. Yeah, but your oil heat, you need the electric to start it up. The only thing that works is gas.
Yep. People would go
or a fireplace.
And stock up on food, and then they have to throw that.
They got to throw the food out.
Right. I want to make coffee.
Yeah.
I can't make coffee unless you have a gas stove.
Come on, you can.
Well, but not if you depend on electricity.
Well, if you're smart, you can.
So
you can take that.
I don't know, it's smart, but just people, it's a new set of preparedness.
Well, if you're in the sticks and you have a well, you need the electricity to pump the well.
Yeah.
So what you have to do is you got to go get snow.
People can't
take
flush
the snow in the house. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. It was one thing in the fall when people were just inconvenienced and maybe, it gets a little hot.
It's 20 degrees out.
Well, I was taking phone calls on WPRO from people. It was 40 degrees in the house.
Right. Yeah.
Elderly people like that, or someone with a new infant, and it was terrible for the state, but it was tremendous.
It's good for you.
It was great for business.
Now part of that reason I think is, first of all, I never could understand why they plant these trees on the sidewalks the way they do.
Well, it looks nice.
It looks pretty.
Yeah.
For 5
Why,
years.
you against
for 5
trees?
years. No. For 5 years.
I never realized you were an anti-tree guy.
But what ends up, and that's the Arbor Day's coming up. What ends up happening is they plant these trees, and the roots grow up, and they lift the blocks of cement up.
Well, but then the construction companies make out.
They get another job.
Sidewalk.
So why don't they put a
economic development?
Why don't they dig it down deep and they put a sleeve, a plastic, or fiberglass or plastic sleeve, like a PVC sleeve in, and put the tree in the sleeve, which will force the roots to go down instead of sideways.
Well, here's a better question. Why would you have all these trees along the power lines?
That was my next question. You put them on the other side of the street, because the power line's usually on one side of the street.
Or the other.
And that is what I was leading up to. The trees grow up, and they grow in the power lines.
Because when there's heavy wind, a lot of times they fall into the wire.
Right.
So
well, they snap and they
down.
Right. How about I see several streets where they only put the trees on the side of the power line. That's really smart.
Well, to hide the power lines, so then it looks more beautiful. It's more beautiful.
It's more beautiful. It's more beautiful.
You don't want to lose, the feel of the neighborhood. So
you don't want.
But we don't in the state, and they
don't know foresight.
It's not attractive to invest in infrastructure. Nobody wants to do that.
right.
And nothing against
Yeah,
Pawtucket,
well, they can't
where
see
you
it.
are, but
they can't see
how
it.
long that Pawtucket Bridge, people had to go down to the neighborhoods.
Unbelievable.
Now, that should have been
and the
taken
sad
care of a
part
long
is
time
they
ago.
took in a few $1 million. Pawtucket got none of that money.
No.
That money went to the state. Everybody
right.
thinks Pawtucket made that money. We
Yeah.
didn't make that
No,
money.
they didn't at
that
all.
went to the state.
Yeah.
Now,
So-
why when they dig up a road, they dig up a street, especially in Main Street,
Is this how with construction, Bob? Or
why not put the lines underground then?
Well,
You put what they call a raceway underground, John.
I don't
you
know.
put like a 6-inch PVC pipe.
It's better
does
for
not
business
rot,
for us if they're
does not
above
rot.
ground.
You can run anything through the line.
yes, yeah. No, and there
In
are
the
places
future,
that
you don't have to
it.
do it now.
No, or just the big power grid.
Right.
But our infrastructure is not strong. I mean, our roads are not that good.
It's terrible.
I
Our
don't care
our
what you
roads are
say.
terrible.
Our bridges are not that good. Do you
No.
agree?
Oh, absolutely.
No.
What do you think of the speaking of bridges? What do you think of the toll on the Sakana River
Wrong.
Bridge?
It's wrong. It's.
If you remember-
you're penalizing the people that have to use the
Right.
And it was the same thing when they wanted to put a toll at the state border on 95, and then Washington Department of Transportation said, you can't do that.
Right.
You can't just start enacting that. What if everybody started enacting that?
But and on top of that, if you recall, a number of years ago, they took the toll off the Mount Hope Bridge
Yes.
because they said it was costing more to administrate
Right.
the toll than they were taking in.
Yeah.
So why is it going to be any different now?
It's not going to be any different. You know, they found in Boston on the Mass Pike,
Right.
when they, and I know the band we have coming up, Cage's band is from Boston, but when they added up the money that they took in from the toll,
Yep.
they basically broke even
Right.
paying the people that worked
Right.
on the toll.
All they did was get jobs.
That's right.
They
That's
would-
all it was doing, was paying for the people
and
that
slow
collected
people
the
down.
tolls.
And
That's
slow
right.
people down.
That's right.
That's, by the
So-
way, that's why I like that pass. That
Easy Pass.
Easy Pass
Yeah.
is great because
Well,
it's good anywhere
you still
except
have to pay
Florida.
for it, though.
Yeah, I
You
know.
understand
but
that. Oh,
but
all
you
right.
know, wait a minute though. Going
It's
over
not Freezy Pass, Bob.
Johnny,
It's Easy
it's
Pass.
almost going
Oh.
over the Newport Bridge. 85 cents, I think it costs, versus $4.
Well, you know people. You know more people than I do.
85 cents versus $4.
I
to go
pay
over-
whatever the citizen pays.
Yeah. All right. Now, we're going to get into a few questions, but
All
before we
right.
do, we're going to introduce our band
Oh,
here
good.
tonight from Boston.
Then we have some other special guests coming.
I know. We got some beautiful young ladies here tonight.
Up-and-coming talent.
Up-and-coming talent.
This is going to be a full hour.
It is.
You know, it's almost like a full hour with Bob.
I think it is. Who's this band we got here, John?
This is a hot band out of Boston. They debuted on COZ.
Right.
They were in heavy rotation on BCN WAAF.
Yep.
And they're making their Rhode Island debut tonight, An Hour with Bob.
Wow. Stillwell Angel.
Nail down the furniture.
Whoa. Who's that, Sean?
Yes, this is Sean.
How you doing,
1 2
Sean?
1 2. I'm doing good. How are you doing?
I always ask this question. How'd you come up with that name, Stillwell Angel?
It was in 1999. I was watching the movie League of Their Own. And, you know, when the women play baseball and the guys go off to war with Madonna and all them. Yeah.
Right. Should have been the other way around, right?
Yeah, it should have been, yeah. I was at an ex-girlfriend's house at the time, and we had the TV on mute because we were having a conversation. And I just happened to look at the screen, and one of the characters in the movie, there was a little bratty kid, you know, his name was Stillwell, and you're going to lose. You remember that part? In the movie? One of the ladies that was on the team had a little bratty son that she took on.
Okay.
His name was Stillwell, so she called him her Stillwell Angel. So when I had the TV on mute, I saw the name, and I just was like, I have to have it.
Oh.
So
I like that.
Well, that works. And nobody else has got it other than that movie.
that's right.
All right. Now, what kind of stuff do you do?
We do all original music. It's hard rock, and you know, we're based out of Boston, and we've pretty much been around since 1999 is when I started the band, and we've just been playing since, rocking and rolling.
All right. Who's with you over there? Who's the guitar
We got Ricky Black on bass on this
bass.
side here. We got Cage on lead guitar,
Whoa.
and Steve Sticks
Sticks.
on the drums.
Steve Sticks. All right. Give us a song from
All right.
Stillwell Angel.
This one's called Corner of Chaos. Into a place that's into the unknown, a proof of life I'm all alone. I tend to my days through my own reflection, remember my fate with no direction.
I can't hate myself, I just want to be free of this animal, this beast inside of me. There's no limit to this, it blinds me, I can't see. Can't choose the word hate, this chaos has taken back. 'Cause I'm trapped, corner of chaos. 'Cause I'm trapped, 'cause I'm trapped, corner of chaos. 'Cause I'm trapped. Set me. Addictions got me blind. I swallow every seed, wash it down with life. It's me you'll never see. Falling down a hole in dark and painful place. I can taste it all that's pointed right at my back. 'Cause I'm trapped, corner of chaos. 'Cause I'm trapped. Set me. 'Cause I'm trapped, corner of chaos. 'Cause I'm trapped. Cause I'm trapped, corner of chaos. Cause I'm trapped. Let me set me. 'Cause I'm trapped. 'Cause I'm trapped. 'Cause I'm trapped, corner of chaos.
Wow. That was lively.
Rock and
Well,
roll.
hey guys, you're doing an event, a benefit event this weekend, right? The 2nd of March. Where is
Yes.
that? Where's that located?
Yeah, it's going to be down at a place called Simon 677, which is down Providence, Rhode Island. It's a brand new venue that just opened up. It's a benefit for the Station nightclub fire that burnt down 10 years ago.
Oh, that's great.
So they're going to be doing a big concert, and I think the show starts, I believe, at 1 o'clock, and it goes from 1 to 10, and we're going on around 7. But we do have tickets for that, and you
Don't
can
take the money.
catch
Don't take the money.
any of that
All right.
online.
Okay, we'll be back to Stillwell Angel. But first, we're going to go back to my good friend, John DePetro. How you doing, John?
Good. I
How'd you
enjoy
like
the
that?
music.
Yeah.
Great job.
Lively,
Great job,
huh?
guys. Very lively. This is not the jazz trio you told me was going to be on with us. No. I think they sound pretty good.
With the Lawrence Welk.
They sound good. You
the
didn't say Lawrence
Welk
Welk. You
group.
said I was a jazz
All
trio.
right. What do you want to talk about? You want to talk about let's talk politics.
All right.
Now,
I'm just coming from an event where Mayor Tavares was there.
Mayor Tavares. Now, do you think he's looking for? You think he's looking for the governorship?
He's a smart guy.
He is a
He's got a
sharp
good
guy.
way about him.
He's a nice guy.
Not easy running Providence. So
No. Who could run that
yeah,
city? Who could run that
took
city?
it over, was in ruins. He's got a nice way about him.
Right.
Has a new baby.
Oh.
So he's very popular. I like him. He's got a
Yes.
good personality.
Yes, yeah.
I don't know yet. I think he's looking at the field,
Okay.
but he's
The front runner would be Gina, right?
General Treasurer Gina
Because
Raimondo.
she got the money. I
She
mean,
does.
not only she got the money being the treasurer, it's nothing to do with her
Yes.
being the treasurer. She has a bit of a war chest.
She does.
In
But
the
she's-
millions.
I'm a fan of hers.
Yes.
I like her.
Yes,
a lot.
I do
think
too.
she's sharp. You know what I like about her? I saw her at an event on Friday night.
She's got guts. Is
Is
what I
that
like about
She's
her.
got guts, and also she took on something that a lot of people were afraid to.
Right.
which
That's what
was
I
the
mean. She
pension
got
issue.
guts.
But if you look, Bob,
But she hurt some people too.
well, but the people are with her,
Right.
right? Her popularity is very strong.
Right.
So,
Well, that's
I
why
like
she
her.
got so much
I-
money behind her.
I think that's part of it, and I also think she's, she has just a great way. She's good with young, she's good with old. She can handle herself on any stage.
Right.
She knows the numbers better than anybody. She's not afraid of anybody. She will do what needs to be done. You don't get a lot of people like that.
All right. How about
So
her?
I'm a
How
fan.
about her in a debate with Governor Chafee? Wouldn't that be a debate?
I don't know.
Wouldn't that be a
I
debate?
think he is going to run, though.
You
He's
think he
had a
is?
tough first 2 years. That 18% approval rating.
18%.
Yeah, I don't think that's strong.
Wow. You don't think it's that strong?
No. And
Yeah, but he was against the 38 studio. By the way, when I ran for lieutenant governor,
You were against it.
I was against
I
it back
remember that.
then.
Yeah, you were one of the
Before it
first
happened, I
ones.
was against it. You don't put all your eggs in one basket. You
No.
just don't do that.
No, he's had a tough go between want to give the licenses to the illegals, to I think the whole Christmas tree thing was kind of
That's
silly
crazy.
myself.
I have a friend of mine.
I know you're a big supporter on the holiday tree,
I'm a supporter of the holiday tree.
but I don't think he served
I have a
himself
friend of mine,
well
a
with
doctor
that.
friend of mine. In fact, I think you know him, Dr. Steve Scoley. He's he did that movie. He's the producer of that movie that your buddy, the former mayor of Cranston, went to 18 states
Okay.
and they did a movie. It's
Oh.
awesome, very very well done movie.
Okay.
And he's trying to get it put on in the national theaters. You know,
Yes.
it really is a great movie. I
That's
saw it.
hard to do.
Yes, it is.
The theaters
the
generally don't.
marketing whole
Much
thing.
harder than people realize.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. Anyway, he's very friendly with Laffy.
I see.
And he was talking about the holiday tree, and that really went up his.
Think so?
Didn't like it very well. He
Yeah.
has trees now. He has a tree. He bought a Christmas tree in his office.
Who's this,
He's a
the
dentist,
doctor?
the doctor,
Okay.
and he changes it to holiday. He had Martin Luther King, all stuff for Martin Luther King.
Yep.
Oh,
He keeps it up.
Oh yeah, it's all year long now. It's all year
Well,
long.
the Paul Massey dealerships all had Christmas trees in.
And now he's got it. He had the what is it? What was it? Valentine's Day.
Now that's a Valentine tree?
Oh, it's all done now. Now,
Oh, I
now it's
see.
I think it's
Arbor
the Easter
Day is
tree.
coming up, Easter
Arbor
tree.
Day, Easter.
Yep.
He's got
St.
it all.
Patrick's Day is
got
coming
it all
up, huh?
decorated. St. Patty's Day. He's got to have it all. The 4th of July. He's got to have it all decorated.
Yeah,
for
I
the
don't think the governor.
holiday tree.
I don't think the governor. I don't think he served himself well. Picking
No.
that as the hill to.
What
to
did he do for a
battle
job
on.
before he was the governor?
He was the senator.
No, before.
Oh.
Other than politics.
He was the mayor. Oh, he was an illegal alien in Canada, shoeing horses. That's true. He's had a tough first 2 years. He has. Why are you laughing? It's true.
He's a nice
No,
enough
we
guy.
give the
He
governor-
really is.
It's not
You
about
guys
not
get
being
on him. He's a
Do you
nice
think
enough
so?
guy.
Why? I try to be fair with him.
Who
It's not like
who
I'm
started
beating him
that
up on the
Gump?
air.
Who started the Governor Gump?
You know, that
thing?
actually was my children that came
Your-
up with
your
that
kids started
nickname.
that?
They did. And
Yeah?
then no.
The, the Governor Gump thing?
I did, and it kind of took off.
It did.
It's really
it did.
labeled him.
Everybody's.
Yeah, even
it's
Fox News was calling him that.
Right.
I did Fox News around that time with the whole holiday.
Well, that's what you
Christmas
did.
tree thing.
You threw it out
It
there.
did.
It's like
kinda
I
stuck.
coined
Took off a little
the
bit.
term for Gene Valicenti.
Newsman?
Yeah.
Oh.
No.
Oh.
No.
Oh, Gino.
No.
Oh, all right.
I coined.
Anchorman.
Come on.
Simon Says.
The new salty brine. I
Oh,
called
all right. I like
I
that.
coined that.
Good. I didn't realize
When
that.
he first started
You know,
on the radio.
Gene's a friend of mine.
And mine.
Yes.
Gene's a good guy. I
Yep.
mean,
No,
and it was funny when he first started. He had the mustache,
He did.
big guy,
Yes.
the big trench
Tom
coat.
Tucker on Family
Everybody,
Guy.
everybody thought he was a real bad guy.
Really?
Oh yeah, I used to get that all the time until I had him on the
Good.
show one
Oh,
night.
Gino's
and
great.
he's aces. The guy
Yes.
is aces.
Now, he's been on this show more than anyone. Is that
He holds
correct?
the record. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only one close to him is
Tony Petrarca?
Petrarca.
Tony
Very
Petrarca.
good. Very good.
We're a fan of the show. You do one of the few family shows that you can watch on TV. And you know what else? You called into my program on WPRO when you mentioned we were talking about late night, the late night shows.
Right.
And the Journal did a big story on you years ago
Right.
that you were kind of like the Johnny Carson of the area.
Which was
Isn't that
a
correct?
huge compliment. Yes. Huge compliment.
How many years has our with Bob been on?
21.
21 years?
May 29th, I start my 22nd year.
And how many guests? You've had
Oh,
everyone
God,
on.
I don't know. I don't
Yeah.
know. Thousands of guests.
You've had many people.
And the
on.
payoff is
Yep.
people don't realize this. I don't get paid for this.
Well, you've
show.
made a fortune off the show.
Yeah.
Why is he laughing? No.
No,
listen,
I
it's a
promote-
good format for a show.
I
It is.
promote bands. I promote restaurants. I
Yep.
promote magicians.
Well,
Anybody
you
with
also,
talent.
Yamanis, you give a lot of when there's new people to the area, for instance, on television.
Right.
You give them a chance to come on and showcase themselves.
Right.
Right?
Yeah. So people
New
can.
reporter at Channel 12 or
Right.
10, get a chance to see them a little bit.
Well, you think about it. All they do is read. what they have to say. They can't talk about they got a cat or a dog
No,
or what
no.
they do for
Follow
hobbies.
the script.
Right. That's
Right.
all they can do.
So you go behind the scenes.
And it's fun. It's a lot of fun.
Definitely. Well, I've seen a lot of the newer people on.
All of them, yeah, just about all of them come on. I don't really get people to say I'm
Karen
not going
Adams
on that
was
show.
on your show quite
Several
a bit.
times, yes,
Yeah.
Several times.
Was Walter Cryan on? He was
Walter
a tough one
Cryan,
to
no,
get on.
Walter Cryan.
He would not.
He did
All
a.
right. Well, maybe not Walter Cryan. But you get Stillwell Angel, so he's making up for it. Mike Montecalvo's been on with you.
Mike, yeah,
Right? Frank
yeah.
Carpano.
Several times.
Yeah,
a lot of
everybody.
them. A lot of
So
them.
Channel 6 people.
Oh yeah, I like John DeLuca.
Yeah.
Very nice
They have
guy.
a nice
Very
crew
nice
over
guy.
there. But
They do.
the 10 people are a good crew. And
Mark
Channel
Saros is
12.
getting up there, by the
Mark
way, as far as
Searles.
times on my show.
He's
been
doing
on-
very well.
He's been a nice guy. I remember
Yeah.
him when he started. He took my son when my
He's
son was
got the
4
big
years
chair as
old.
the meteorologist.
Yeah.
Yeah. Zachary.
When Zachary was like 4 years old,
Yep.
we were on Channel 6 with him, and he showed him how the chroma key works,
Look at that.
which was amazing.
He gets out to the schools a lot.
He's very good at
Yeah.
that. And I was thinking about, by the way, going out to the schools when I saw this kid lit the house on fire. Remember that 2 or 3 weeks ago?
Yes.
Some 5-year-old kid was up
Yes.
on the second floor
Yes. Yeah, playing
with matches, lit the house on fire.
I don't think that's a good idea.
I was a kid, 6 years old. I was playing with matches outside, though.
Oh.
Caught my pants on fire.
Oh,
I spent 6 months in the hospital.
wow.
And it was almost 2 years before I could walk without a cane.
never
or
heard this
whatever.
story
No,
now,
no,
Bob.
most people don't know the story.
Huh.
But I bring it up because I think it's an opportunity for me to go to the schools, especially the kindergarten
Learning
kids,
moment.
and talk with the kids. And,
Right.
and
See, we
even
need
show
more of
them.
that in the schools, Bob.
Right,
Common
right.
sense.
Exactly.
There's
to say
too
to the
much
kids,
political
you don't-
correctness now.
There we go. We led right into that.
Right?
It's perfect. It's
Yes.
too much. It's over the top with this
Yeah.
political correctness.
You know, it's become a big thing, and we do it on the show. You hear me talk about it. All right, one person objects.
It's
and
all
then
done.
All done. Now, you had in Woonsocket that cross.
The cross.
Right? Put up as a World War I monument.
Yeah, for
somebody
how
that
long?
died in 1921.
1921.
One person rides
Objects
by
to it.
and says, I don't think it should be there, and they're going to turn it down.
What happened to
So-
majority rules?
It's gone. Now, I think were you there when I did that rally back in the spring
Yeah.
up there? Now, we had 2,000 people that
Right.
came out for that
Right.
rally. You had the same thing in Cranston, where they had the
The-
father,
oh, I
daughter
can't.
dance.
Well, I can't walk. Well, don't walk.
Father, daughter dance. Well, that was the banner, but father,
oh, the
daughter
band. Oh,
dance.
you're talking about father daughter.
And then the
dance.
mother says, well, I'm a single parent,
Right.
so get rid of the father, daughter dance.
Yeah, of course. Why not?
And now we have the new thing in Cranston. They have a type of pickle. Did you hear about that? So it's
Yeah.
a midget pickle.
Yep.
So
Can't use that
the
word.
Woman has a child who is dwarfism and says, you got to get rid of the midget
Of
pickle.
course.
But apparently a midget is a type of, do you know it's a type of race car as well?
Yeah, of course
Yeah,
I do.
I didn't know
yeah.
that. And
yeah.
in hockey-
midget race. In hockey,
Hockey, they have
the
the
midget
midget
players,
division.
the little kids.
And apparently Tootsie Roll, they have half of a Tootsie Roll that's called a McGee.
Well, they should probably sue them.
She is going to.
course, why
So
not?
now she wants
Why not?
all that changed, but they're not referring to a person; it's an item. So
Right.
that's something that I get involved in a lot.
And you
Because
do, and it's good. It's nice to see that
it's-
somebody has the
it's
guts
common
to do
sense
it. John.
because in the schools, one person objects and they go after him. You had a girl last spring at Pilgrim High School. Now she grew up with a single mother, and it's a big honor at Pilgrim if you can do a mural on a wall.
Right.
A mural which looks nice. So she did a man's life, and she had him as a child, and then as a teenager, and then as a student, and at the end, the last block of the mural is he gets married, and then they have a child.
Right.
So his wife is next to him and a little boy. Well, the assistant, one of the principals, someone said, you know what, you're going to offend single parents by having that. So they whitewashed out the
Unbelievable.
mother and the
Really?
child.
Come on, that's ridiculous.
So he's just standing there alone. So we had her on,
right.
and it's like common sense. She came. She was raised by her grandparents
Right.
and her mother. She was a single, but said that would be a man's life. So then the school let her put the mural back up. But that is what is going on in
Oh,
the
it's
school.
crazy.
The
It's
common
crazy.
sense, Bob, is out the
It's
window.
It is out the window. It's terrible.
And
It's terrible.
it's this fear of political correctness that if one person objects, they back down and say we better cave.
But whatever happened to this? A democracy means rule by the majority,
Right.
not the minority.
No.
In fact, who is the most persecuted group in the United States?
The Italians or the Catholics?
No, white male heterosexuals.
Yes, absolutely.
White male. You
Yes.
can say anything about them,
Right.
anything to them, and,
That's
and
right.
no holds barred.
Yeah, but that's why. I mean, I don't know if you're a big fan of the ACLU,
No.
but we go after them a lot, as you know, on the show.
Right, right.
Because they now have people running scared.
And
I
by
mean,
the way,
after that
my
situation-
next show, I got the sheriff from Bristol County on, who is going.
Good.
He's
I'm a
head
fan.
to head
Oh,
with
head-
the head to head with the
Absolutely.
ACLU many
Yeah.
times.
No, he's
So
terrific.
go ahead.
But people have they have people on the run because they have big pockets. People are afraid they're going to go after them. We do more, and I know you've listened and called in. I like more of the common sense type issues.
Right.
I'm
By the way,
tired of the
intent,
liberal,
intent.
conservative, Washington. No one
Right.
cares about that
Right.
stuff. It starts just locally where people. Now, last summer, I know the band's going to play again. I received an email from a woman that her mother lives in a nursing home. I won't say where, or an
Right.
elderly complex.
Right.
So now they're older people,
Yep.
and every Monday they get together, 6 people, in the community room during the day,
Right.
and they say the rosary. Right?
Oh no, they're going to stop that now.
One person objected. So they told these 6 old women, you can't say the rosary there.
My question to you is, why don't you just
So-
walk away?
Well, never mind. It's a common TV. So at night, they have to decide, are we going to watch the Bruins? Are we going to watch the Red Sox? Are
Well,
we
there's
gonna
where
watch
majority
Family Guy,
rules.
American
There's
Idol?
where majority rules again.
So I showed up there. I said, these people just sit. They're not bothering anyone.
Right.
They say the rosary. What's the harm? They're all so then they reinstituted it. But if not, that was someone's solution. All right, no more rosary, praying along with Sister Angelica on TV. It's ridiculous. So, but people love when we go after those types of.
Oh, you have, but you
Yeah.
have to. Thank
Yeah.
God. Thank
Because
God.
it's-
Thank God there are people like you.
Well, it's not Democrat, Republican. It's not Fox
No,
News battle.
no.
These are, to me,
They're common
sense issues.
Common sense. Come on.
That people are so afraid they're going to offend
Right.
someone.
Now, how about that girl? I mean, what is she? 16, 17 years old. She
child
said she
atheist?
can't walk.
Yeah.
She can't walk under the words
banner.
because it says
It's
"In God We
offensive.
Trust" or something.
Yeah.
It's offensive.
Yeah.
Now, getting
I mean,
off that
that's
track
the-
a little
now,
bit.
she's made a lot of money off that.
Of course they do. The
Yeah.
parents
But
put her up to that.
You've been involved a lot with athletics. I mean, we're in and out of gyms all the time as far as gymnasiums.
Sure.
I don't know about you. I never look up and read what's on the banner, whether, swim champions or volleyball or whatever it is. She admits the first year she never even
Never saw
noticed
it,
the
of
thing was
course.
there. It was buried in the corner.
I'm waiting for them to
So-
take the "In God We Trust" off the $1
Well, they're
bills.
going to move for that next
That's
Bob.
good. That's
Yeah.
coming.
The
That's
money
coming.
you've made, 20 years, 21 years
What,
on the
what do
show,
you, what do
they're
you,
gonna
what do you
take
think of same-sex marriages?
It's a very divisive issue. If I thought it was going to save the state, I'd be all. I don't see it as. I know it's important to some people,
Right.
but I just don't think it's going to turn around
But
our
what?
state. We have the highest unemployment
Right.
in the
Well,
country.
some people think the
Why
governor
that
think it
is
will.
a priority.
Yeah. There
I
are a
think
lot
it's
of
a
other things
luxury.
going on that are much
I
more
think it'd
important.
be nice to have some jobs.
Yeah, that might be a nice
I
thing.
know it sounds crazy.
Yeah, the
it'd be
priorities are in the
nice.
wrong place.
Again, I know to some people it's very
Very
important,
big, very, very, very
but
big.
I don't think it fits. I think if people are working, a lot of the other stuff. just
Then you can deal with that,
falls.
yeah, and other things.
But I don't. When I'm out and about, I don't hear a lot of people talking.
All right. I gotta have my band over here. Give me
Yeah.
another song. You guys ready for me? Still well, Angel?
We are ready.
Sean?
Definitely.
Give us another song. Out of Boston, you guys. Did you gave us all the players here. You got them all. They're all in, right?
Yeah.
They're all ready to go. How long have you been together? You said what? How long?
I started the band back in '99. My brother
yeah.
and I are the 2 original members of the band. These guys kind of came in the last year
Okay.
to take over.
Yep.
But yeah, we've been around, touring, doing all kinds of shows anywhere and everywhere where possible will let us play, pretty much.
Okay. Still well, Angel. Give us another song there, guys.
This one's called Devour and Carry On.
Says I thought her eyes are key. She dances the night she's wanting me. She's rough, tough, and rowdy. This girl knows how to party. Her hands up and down my back. She feels so good and time my lip react. She's wanting me. Fooling around with the pictures in my head. She's riding me. Driving crazy, I know she's loving it. We go up, down, we go up, down, we go up, down, Power and carry on, we go down and down and down and down, we go down and down and down and down. She's not the type to cross the line. Addiction bounces on my mind. My mind's made up, I love this trend. Do I call her up or call a friend? She's soft, sweet, and not high. The curves of her broad head. Her mouth is firm, her tongue is wet. If we get it on the back of my Corvette, she's wanting me. Fooling around with the pictures in my head. She's riding me. Driving crazy, I know she's loving it. We go up, down, we go up, down, we go up, down, if I were in, carry on, we go down, we go down. Give it to me, come on. Give it to me, come on. Give it to me, come on. Give it to me. We go up, down, we go up, down, we go up, down, if I were in, carry on, we go down, we go down. Carry on, she's wanting me. Carry on, she's riding me. Carry on.
Stillwell Angel. Good job, guys. Good job. Hey, we grabbed a couple beautiful young ladies here,
Yeah?
John.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Now, introduce.
Well, you can introduce them.
What's your name?
Jacqueline,
Jacqueline. Jacqueline what?
DePetro.
Are you related to this
Of course
guy?
she is.
Jacqueline DePetro, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah? And how old are you?
I'm 10 years old.
10 years old. Jacqueline DePetro. And you are?
Kate DePetro.
Kate DePetro. And you are what?
I'm 13.
Wow. You got your hands full, kid.
I do.
You got your hands full. Two beautiful young ladies, huh? Now, you've been in movies, right?
Yeah, I was in Body of Proof, ABC.
I know. That was just on. I just saw it. It's on
was.
again.
Yep.
They brought it back, you know.
They have. Yeah, she's got
We're
some
getting a
experience with
microphone
that.
here somewhere.
Oh,
No?
okay.
You're working
Well, do you
on
want
it?
him to
Get us a
stand over in the?
microphone? No,
Should
we
they
can
stand
hear.
over where the band mics are?
Well,
could
actually,
stand over there.
you know what we'll do?
Right? Yeah. Let them come stand over there. Then we'll talk to them
Can
from
I-
over
give
there.
Me that. No, give me that. He's got this.
Oh,
He's
yeah?
got it covered.
Oh,
He's got it
okay.
covered. I think
Look at that.
we can do this, can't we? How's that? Sean pulls it off for us. How's this working? Is this working? Can you hear that? Speaking. How you doing?
Again.
Hello.
Hello. It's working good? Yeah?
Yes.
Now, how does it feel to be the daughter of a star?
Oh,
A
you got better questions.
radio star. Now he's
kidding.
on. Now he's
Who's
on. You can
that?
see him now. You can see him on the internet now, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you watch him?
Yes.
Do you? What do you say? Do you ever go, Dad? What'd you say that for? Do you ever do that?
Sometimes.
How about you? Do you?
Yes, sometimes the kids in my class will put him on as a joke when we're doing work, and all of a sudden I'll hear his voice when I'm trying to work.
Schools. That should not be allowed in the school,
They
Bob.
pick, and now you do have a son.
Yes, my son is 15. He just finished driver's ed, and he's
Oh,
in the
gosh.
he's in the 5th grade.
Wow.
Yep.
And you're in what grade now?
I'm in 8th grade.
8th grade. My gosh, 8th grade.
Yep.
And now Jacqueline DePetro, tell
Yep.
me about your experience. Theater by the Sea? Now what's that all about? Are you an actress?
Yes.
You are?
Yes.
How long you been acting?
I've been acting since I was about maybe 6 years old.
Wow. Well, she's got a great presence.
She does.
Got a nice
Yep.
presence.
She enjoys the stage.
How do you like? What kind of stuff do you like? Do you pick your parts? Do you like certain kind of parts?
I just audition and have them put me wherever they feel that I should go.
Now, can you cry on cue? Can you go, oh, start crying? Can you do that?
It won't be real tears, but I guess.
Yeah. As I say, we're going to shut off the Disney Channel. We see a lot of tears.
Now, how is school going for you?
School's going great, yeah.
Yeah?
My teacher is super nice.
Really? Where do you go to school?
Hannaford Elementary School.
Great school. My son went there. Great
You
school.
know, listed as one of the top schools, right?
I moved to East Greenwich
Yep.
for one reason.
To be near me.
To be near
Oh,
teacher.
no, all right.
No, because I found out of the school system. And do you know Cole Junior High School?
That's where I go to school.
Do you realize do you know something about Cole Junior High School? Cole Junior High School is one of 30 blue ribbon schools in the entire country. They're the highest rated school of top 30 in the entire country. And most of them in the top 30 are private schools, which pay big dollars.
Not because of her grades.
Oh, he's picking on you. He's picking on you.
I'm just kidding.
Cole has a new building they
Oh,
just
yeah.
built.
Oh, she's joined Cole News. She wants to interview you as
Oh,
one of her
yeah.
people.
Cole Middle School just started a news program, and we're the only middle school doing it in Rhode Island.
Wow.
Yeah, so we get to film, and then it will air on the Rhode Island channel.
Well, if you ever want me to be part of it, I'll absolutely do it
She
for
wants to
you.
interview local celebrities. So if you know of anyone,
If I know somebody,
you could recommend them. No, we mean you. We mean you, Bob. She wants to interview you sometime.
now what shows are you currently in?
Right now I'm doing the school cabaret, which will be
You sing?
Yes.
Wow, this kid's shy.
She sings and dances. Look at the outfit.
I know. She's very shy too, just like that.
Not at all.
Yeah.
Good stage presence.
No, I know that. I'm joking. I'm being facetious.
She had a
John.
very good experience. She had a very good experience with Theater by the Sea.
Yeah.
With she was in The Sound of Music. Have you ever
Wow.
heard of that?
Yeah,
musical?
actually, you know,
I bet there's a story there with you.
You know who Zach?
You know, the music actually reminds me of the band that's playing tonight.
Oh, really? The Sound of Music.
Especially as they're trying to escape from the Nazis.
Now, who's the woman with the umbrella years ago? What was her name?
Mary Poppins.
Mary Poppins.
What was her name? What's the actress's name?
Come on, Bob.
Julie
She's 10 years old.
Julie
That's the
Andrews.
lady.
She
Julie
knows.
Andrews.
She
Oh,
knows. What are
does
you
know.
doing?
Oh, I don't know.
What are you doing? You underestimate your
here.
child here. Do you know I interviewed Julie Andrews?
You did?
Yeah, I did. Better still, actually, Zachary interviewed Julie Andrews.
Look at that.
Yes, he did.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where
We're-
did that take place?
We were in Providence at the Biltmore, and
Is this a long story?
Channel
Oh.
Channel 10 was interviewing her, getting ready to interview her. Kelly McGee was getting ready to interview her,
yeah.
and we was back, and Zachary had a suit on, and he's got to be my cameraman. I'm going to interview after. She doesn't even get the interview started, Kelly McGee, and Julie Andrews looks over and she said, "Who is that adorable little boy?" He was.
And it was
he
you?
only about, yeah, it was me. It was Zachary. He was about 9
Wow.
or 8, maybe. He might have been 8. And she goes, "Come here, come here." She had him come over, sit on her lap, and blew her
Look
Kelly
at
McGee's
that.
interview, blew her interview, and it ended up he interviewed her.
Well, that
I
was
gave
her-
him the questions. I whispered the questions, and he asked her the questions.
That's nice.
She's a beautiful woman,
Yes.
even for her age. I
Very
couldn't believe
talented.
it. Yes, very sharp woman. Have you met any famous people?
I don't think I have.
No.
Other than you, of course.
Oh my God, is this kid sharp? How about you?
I met Olivia Coppola. I saw you at the
Yeah,
Miss Rhode Island.
That's right.
Yeah.
Isn't she beautiful?
She's gorgeous. Yes.
Oh my God, what a nice young woman she is.
Yes.
She's Olivia Coppola, Miss USA, right?
right.
Miss
And
Universe.
Miss World now, Universal. Yeah, Miss Universe.
And
right?
Jacqueline actually met some of the New England Patriots.
Really?
Yep.
Any favorites?
Well,
Dion Branch.
Yep.
Deion Branch, huh? Wow.
Westwell,
And
yeah.
you? Are you a football fan? Or?
Yeah, I sometimes watch it.
Yeah?
Depends. If it's a good game, I'll watch it. Other
Right,
than
right.
that,
Who'd you like in the Super Bowl?
I don't really.
You didn't like it because the Patriots were in it. I understand. Now, John, why are they here? Even though they're here, now, how has Twitter and Facebook affected your show and what you do?
Well, it helps when you have experts on Facebook.
I know.
and Twitter, right
Oh,
in the house.
and they are experts, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Kate is
You
very,
beat him,
very
blow him
knowledgeable
away
on
in that, right?
So
Right?
it's you have to be where the people are. So
Yes.
I'm very aggressive with Facebook. Can I mention my Facebook page?
Of course you
John
can.
DePetro -radio. Just have to click the like button.
John DePetro
-radio.
-radio.
Yep.
Okay.
And then also on Twitter, it's John DePetro Show on Twitter.
Okay.
So I think I'm one of the few, dads at their school with their friends that, that their father just has more
guys.
followers than some of the kids in
Really? How
in
many
their
followers you got,
classes.
John?
On Twitter, about almost 3,000, which is
Nice,
good for
nice.
local.
How about Facebook?
Facebook is about, we're closing in on 7,400,
Wow.
which is a lot. But then I have another additional 3,000, so 10,000.
Yeah.
So we're about 13,000 on
Because I
social
started,
media.
I got two Facebook accounts. I got An Hour with Bob,
Oh, okay.
and then I got Bob Venturini on
Yes.
Facebook. But I only click on people I know,
Oh, I see.
and I don't. When I might as well say this.
See, kids don't talk to strangers, just like Daddy said.
Anybody that sends me a notice they want to be on Facebook,
What's
want to be on my
this?
and doesn't have a picture,
No.
I'm not interested.
I know you
I'm
don't.
not
I've
interested.
tried that 3 times.
'Cause-
Won't respond to any of mine.
Because you don't know where they're going to end up.
You don't, and a lot of times it's fake.
Yeah, of course.
But social media is terrific.
What do you
But-
thinking of that? What do you think of the guy from Notre Dame, the football player, with the girlfriend that exists?
Why is that not real?
Oh, I heard about that.
Yeah, what was that? What do you think about
that
that?
Next
was
thing
so
you know, you're going to say
confusing.
Lance Armstrong
I
was on
believe that-
drugs.
Yeah. How can a guy
Oh,
be
come
talking
on.
to a girl for months and never see a picture of her, never interact, never have a video
we
with
were
her?
talking about it in school,
Sounds
and
like an
then
ideal relationship.
he made up a story saying that he met her eyes in the crowd and then looked her up on the internet. Like,
Yes.
what?
The guy
true.
was off the
A little
wall.
hard to believe.
Now, what do you girls think about a woman in Pawtucket last week?
All right, careful.
She leaves her 4-year-old boy in the car. What happened was the cops were going by and they were ticketing the car. Thankfully, because I parked in a no parking zone, the cops writing the ticket, and he's astute enough, aware, and he hears a noise, a kid crying in the car. 4-year-old kid is in a car, not running. One of the coldest nights we had last week. It was in the 20s.
Right.
In the car. All the kid had on is a pair of pajamas, no coat,
But why was he crying?
because he was cold.
Well, he should have thought about that. What did he do to be punished that way? A lot of times I'm kind of old-fashioned. We do where I lock them in the basement.
Oh yeah, that's a good move.
And then,
well, you can control him that way.
And then
It's a better way to control
that
him.
or the weekend without food usually straightens
now,
everybody
now
out.
is he a strict dad?
All right.
Is he a strict dad? You can
Yes,
say it. He
he
is?
can.
Good,
Yes.
good, that he is.
Yeah.
That's the problem with today's kids. Now, the mistake they make, and they always use this thing, well, I grew up in a broken home, I didn't have a dad. Well, guess what, John? I didn't have a dad either. My dad died 3 weeks after my 7th birthday.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And I have 8 brothers and sisters. The oldest was 13 years old. And
Wow.
almost every one of us, with the exception, I think, one graduated from college. So this bull that when people say,
Yep.
well, I didn't have it, I had it tough, I had a tough life. You know, I had a tough life.
Yes.
6
yes.
years old.
Yep.
When my father died, I couldn't even walk at the wake.
Look at that.
And
Well, plus you had burned your leg from the fire.
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
The year before, almost a year to the day, by the way. It was both happened in October. I got burnt October 5th. Next year, my father died October 13th. So here I am dealing with the 2 crises.
Yes.
And I survived. And not, pat myself on the back, but there's an awful lot of people like me that have done all right.
Yep.
In spite of not having, having it made, so to speak.
Yes.
Where some kids do.
You know what's funny? Before we came here tonight, we were at an event with the mayor of Providence. And now Kate obviously looks very nice.
Yeah.
But they're looking at me like, all right, so why does he dress his 10-year-old in this type of outfit? But Jacqueline dressed that way simply because we were coming to the program tonight.
Now,
So,
Jacqueline, can you go in front there so that people can see your outfit?
yeah. And she'll dance.
She can dance?
She can dance and sing a little bit.
Let
I don't
me
know if
see.
she will tonight,
Can you dance?
but she could.
We don't have
It's
any
entirely
music
up to
in
her.
there.
I'm not
Can
going to
you-
force her or anything.
No, you're not going to force.
No.
She's ready to go, though, this
She
kid.
could.
This kid's ready
She
to
could
go.
sing. She could sing a little bit if she wanted to.
Can you sing?
No pressure at all.
No pressure.
You don't have to.
No, you don't have
You
to
don't
do
have
it.
to
Go
at
on.
all.
If
It
you
was not part
want,
of
you go
anything.
right ahead. This isn't like a
If you want to
father.
sing a little anything a cappella, she
A
doesn't
cappella?
have to. She can.
If she can.
She can if she
no,
wanted
she
to.
can't do it. I don't believe it.
I'm telling you,
No,
she can.
I don't believe it.
She's going to sing
Can
the
I sing
cappella.
Happy Birthday?
Anything other than that song. Anything other
Other
than
than
that
Happy
song.
Birthday?
Anything other than that.
Well, it's somebody's
No.
birthday out there.
I'm sure it is, but anything other than that.
What else
So
you got?
she doesn't have to. She doesn't
No,
have
you
to.
don't have
You
to.
want to show the outfit.
You got a little bit. Can you give us a little, like a, just a verse? You know, you don't have to do the whole song. Some kind of a verse of something. What can you do for us? Look at the camera.
She doesn't have to, or if Kate wants to. This
Kate-
is the
Kate,
this
you
is the
can do it
moment.
too, huh?
This
Why
is
don't
the
you get out
moment.
there?
If
This
they
is your
want
moment.
to,
If you got a
fine.
shot,
Otherwise,
they
no
got a shot.
pressure. No, I was very clear
Now
about
the
that.
two DePetro
No
young
pressure.
ladies, right?
Yes.
Okay. What are you going to do for us?
I'll sing You and I by Ingrid Marshall.
Just
Don't
acapella
you worry there, my honey. We might not have any money, but we've got our love to pay the bills. Maybe I think you're cute and funny. Maybe I wanna do what bunnies do with you, if you know what I mean. Oh, let's get rich and buy our parents homes in the south of France. Let's get rich and give everybody nice sweaters and teach them how to dance. Let's get rich and build a house on the mountain, making everybody look like ants. From way up there, you and I, you and I.
Hey, there you go. Thank you, ladies. Come here, Kate. Jacqueline.
Very
come here.
nice.
Oh, what? You want to go out there now? You know, all of a sudden you want to do something. What do you want to do?
If you want to, now is the time. You do
Hurry
not
up.
have to.
You don't have
I
to.
can't insist enough,
you got
but you
20
can sing
seconds
any
to
song in the
decide.
world other than Happy Birthday.
You got 20 seconds.
All right,
Huh?
fine.
No, you know what?
Fine.
Okay.
No
Well,
problem.
come over here so I
No
can
problem.
See you, so I can see you over here. Anyway, John DePetro.
Yes.
You got two adorable
Thank
young
you.
ladies.
And we'll get my son on as well.
You've done very well. Yeah,
Thank you.
he's a sharp kid too.
He
I've
is.
seen him. I've
Yes,
seen him.
he
So
is.
we're running out of time. We're almost out of
But we
time.
want to hear the band again.
You want to hear the band? We're
Yeah.
gonna end the show with the band.
Good.
So we got another minute. We got 1
Maybe
minute. John.
Jacqueline will dance as the band is.
Really?
Yeah. You never
Now,
know.
what do you think of unemployment in Rhode Island?
I think
think
it's
it's
too
gonna
high.
change, or-
I'm old-fashioned. I think people should work.
Yeah. What about this stuff? I mean, you can get a year's worth of unemployment. It used to be.
I don't think it's good.
How about somebody, going away for 6 months to Florida and they're still collecting their checks every week?
That's right.
That years ago, if you had unemployment, you had to show them every week.
Yep.
You had to stop at so many places
Yes.
looking for a job.
Yes.
Now they're
Yeah.
giving it up.
Automatic.
What do you
No.
think about Michelle Obama and
Oh boy. I
in
thought
the
you said it's
Oscars.
only an hour with Bob.
In the Oscars.
She
What do you think of
shouldn't
that?
have been there. That was for
That's
the-
wrong.
I think
That's
it's
wrong.
She's not a celebrity, Bob.
No,
she's the
she's
first
trying to
lady.
be.
Yeah, she looked very nice, and they love the Obama children. But
Well,
I
I'm
don't
waiting
think
to
she should have
see
been there.
after this is all over,
Yep.
Obama's all done, and I'm not saying I'm against Obama, but the fact's the fact. I never liked her because I always thought that she was a racist.
Well,
Michelle
all right, watch the
Obama.
language. No. All right.
I always thought that she was a racist.
Well, I don't know, but
Because
I
there
thought
are
it was
people that have said
inappropriate
that.
with the
There are
Academy
people that have
Awards.
said that in her theses in college that they've kind of locked it down. You can't have access to. Remember that?
Yes.
Hearing that,
Yeah.
and that's worrisome to me.
Well, I'm sure it's not easy raising, two children in the White House, but I didn't get that whole appearance with the Academy Awards.
No, that was wrong.
I
That
don't
was wrong.
understand that.
All right.
So,
Well, John
this is
DePetro,
great.
What are you on? You're on
9 to noon,
9 to noon
6:30
on
a.m.
WPRO,
and 99.7 FM.
99.7 FM.
Yep.
You ever go on a show with that?
Jacqueline Claire, she has.
Yeah?
Yep. You
And
hear
you?
her in
Yes.
some commercials.
Can I soon?
Wow.
What's that?
Can I go on soon?
If we hear a song tonight, but we're running out of time,
We're
so
running out
maybe
of
we'll
time.
see a dance with the band.
And guys, thank you
Yes.
for stopping by and spending an hour with Bob.
They were excellent.
Right? You guys,
Yeah.
now where you playing?
Do they have a
next?
website? Do you guys have a website?
You got a website. What is it? What's your website?
It's going to be StillAngelMusic.com.
Why don't you bring it over?
is our new site that's
Bring him
coming
the
up.
mic.
Oh, we need the mic. Go give him the mic. Sorry about that.
That's okay. Thank you.
I'm over here saying, what is you leaning over here for? Nice job.
Yeah, it's
Go ahead.
we're having a new website being made right now, StillAngelMusic.com, but you can catch us on Facebook, www.facebook facebook.com/stillwellangel. You can also catch our music videos and everything else through our page.
Great.
All right, well, give us a song, take us out of this show. And, folks, thank you for spending an hour with Bob and John DePetro.
Yes, thank you for having us, by the way. Thank you so much. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
This song's called Circum. This is our radio tune right now. In a sea of broken glass, have I lost my mind? Reflection staring back at me, but so does the tide. I try to swim and learn again, but love is never kind. Love is never kind. Set me free. Only lies are told to me. Do I suffer from the painful jealousy? I'd hate to prove you wrong. I feel I disagree. Or should I succumb my own misery? I'm gutted and can't stand, and everything is ripped away. So I'm taking 10 steps back and watch the day crumble away. A life I used to live and fall has convicted us now. Will someone set me free? Only lies are told to me. And do I suffer from the painful jealousy? I'd hate to prove you wrong. I feel I disagree. Or should I succumb my own misery? Someone set me free. Only lies are told to me. And do I suffer from the painful jealousy? I'd hate to prove you wrong. I feel I disagree. Or should I succumb my own misery?